Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sorry, it's been a while since I made a video. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my jiu-jitsu journey thus far. So if you're not into jiu-jitsu, you can skip it, but there's gonna be some type of philosophy behind it as well. Talk about my growth and stuff like that. So let's dive into it. So on Saturday, I went to jiu-jitsu and it was like my, 30th class. I've been going there for about 4 months now. Started in January, and I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I like learning the language of the sport. It's very interesting to see how your mind reacts to different scenarios. You know, it's almost like you're building small little habits with every new skill that you learn in jiu-jitsu, and your brain sorts out how to complete that move more efficiently each time. For example, there's basically an old scientific research study that was done a while ago, and this scientist put a cat in a box, and there was a lever in the box, and the cat needed to escape to get food because they left food like right outside the box. So it was an incentive for him to leave, as well as don't be trapped in the box. At first, the cat was looking around the box and he didn't know what to do, and he kind of was just sniffing in the corners or scratching the box and everything like this, right? And so he finally comes upon the lever and he hits it, he taps it, and he finally hits it down. He hits the lever down and the box opens, and then he escapes. I found this interesting because they replicated this experiment multiple times with the same cat. So the first time he did it, it took him about 1.5 minutes. The second time, it took him like 1 minute and 20 seconds. The next time, it took him 45 seconds, then 30 seconds, then 20 seconds, then 15, then 11. Then it literally went, they would place the cat in there and he would be able to go and hit the lever and get out. He already knew it. His brain had associated the connection. Hitting that lever is the easiest way to get out of this box. And bringing this all back to jiu-jitsu, that's basically what's happening. They drop you into this box, and there's so many different levers. Like, there's just so many different ways to do something in jiu-jitsu. And your body and your brain are trying to figure out the best ways. I think I'm starting to figure out what levers to pull. So on Saturday, I got my first belt promotion. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a stripe. So I go to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I was pretty happy about it. I do feel like I'm getting slightly better in jiu-jitsu. I can't brag or anything like that because I'm literally a one-stripe white belt. But I will be documenting this process on YouTube. It's going to be a journal, so you guys are going to be able to follow my journey. So if you are interested in this stuff, just hit the like button and subscribe. And follow me, right? Eventually, I'm gonna be doing this for a while. So if you guys are watching me right now and I have my white belt and my first stripe, so, I'm gonna get my blue belt and then all those stripes, and then my purple belt, all those stripes, brown belt, and so on. So it'd be cool, if I have some followers on that, and to pick my brain about jiu-jitsu and all things like that, and watch my understanding of the art kind of unfold, right? So I'm gonna look back on this video and be like, that's what I thought about jiu-jitsu. So diving in a little bit more, right now I know a few concepts. I know some basics. I know how to do trap and roll to a certain degree. Obviously, with black belts and brown belts and all those different colors, they have taken the basic concept and crushed it. For me, I'm just learning the basics. So I'm just telling you what I can do. To a fundamental and essential essence of the technique. I can do trap and roll. I'm decent at elbow escape. I can do double underhook leg sweep. Double underhook guard pass. That's what it's called. I can do that. Punch block stages 1 through 4. And I'm really good at taking the back. Actually, that's probably my favorite move. And I'm really good at the rear naked choke. I can do an arm bar. I can do a twisting arm control to some degree, and I know how to escape headlocks a little bit to some degree. I want to tell you a story. So I was rolling about last week, I think, last Tuesday, and with my training partner, and I wish I could remember the exact roll, but I'm going tonight again. So, and I'll keep uploading videos like maybe right after class and tell you guys how it went. But so I can have a better understanding and a fresh result of what happened with the roll. But if I can remember correctly, so we started off trying to get dominant grip positions, and I was able to kind of twist him over, holding onto his gi, push him over, and I established mount. He rolled over, so I got on mount, and he went like this, and he rolled. So I modified my mount, and I kind of got like this, and then he rolled all the way over, and he gave me his back. I put in my hooks, and then I drove him down. I drove him down like that, and I had my hooks in. And then he landed on my strong arm. And not that my right arm, I don't mean my right arm is strong. I mean, he landed on the side that had the neck, right? The strong arm. And so he was trying to block it. He kind of had a block, but not really. I removed it. And then I sunk in the rear naked. So that was lit, and that was my first submission. I did it to him literally again, the same exact move, taking the back rear naked choke, a second time in a row. And after that, I don't think he wanted to roll with me anymore. So then after that, I rolled with the blue belt. The blue belt actually praised me. He's like, hey, have you been doing this for a while? And I said, no, man, I just kind of started. He was like, I feel like you're lying. But yeah, I was able to successfully defend against him. He wasn't getting me in any of his submissions, which I'm going to take that as a win. And I was pretty proud about that he called me froggy. So I was just moving at it. In jiu-jitsu, I'm always trying to learn my strategy. I'm not thinking about the move I want to perform. I'm more or less just letting my body react unconsciously to what the situation poses, right? And it's almost like if you've watched, Dragon Ball Z or I guess Dragon Ball Super, I'm trying to do like an ultra instinct kind of thing. Just kind of moving and letting the attack happen, but just defending against it or capitalizing on an attack. Just letting my brain flow. I don't want to think about what to do. I just want to do it. And I feel like with jiu-jitsu, it's not that hard to do. I'm not constantly thinking, okay, I'm going to get him in a triangle by taking his arm, putting it this way, bringing my foot like this, then closing the foot. and it's like, no, that's not how I want to do it. I don't know if I should be thinking about it like that. Now, I was talking with someone who was competing in a tournament, and I asked him that question. And he was saying, yeah, I have a game plan. I start to test him out. I see where he wants to go, what kind of guard he has, or what kind of guard he plays. And then I'll try to see like, okay, he's weak in this area. I'm going to go for this type of submission. So maybe it's new, or maybe it's just because I'm new at jiu-jitsu that I don't think like that. The triangle was being presented and I was able to do it, right? And I started to do it and the guy kind of like let me do it. So I didn't know what was that about. I was like, maybe he's trying to let me just have it. And so then I was like, oh, okay, so I take this and pull here. I already knew what to do, but he was trying to teach me. Maybe he didn't want to get submitted, so he was like, oh, I'm going to teach this guy how to do it. I already knew how to do it, though. So I was going to do it. So that was kind of strange. I didn't know if he was trying to help me or if he was just trying to save face kind of thing. Like, I don't want to get submitted by this white belt right now. So I'm going to pretend like I'm going to teach him how to do it. And he very well might have been doing that. But hey, I took the lesson anyways. I love the triangle. I love it. It's probably my favorite. But hey, I'm new, man. Like I don't know that many techniques. So I mean, the triangle, taking the back, the Americana arm lock. I'm actually not even that good at that one. I'm really good at side control. But for the Americana, the problem is getting the arm down, right? And I have to force it down almost. You have to force it down, and then I usually I'm in stage one. I'm in stage one if I'm in mount. Like I like to stay low. I like to stay low, and I have my head underneath his neck, and his arm is kind of just out there. So I kind of like grab his arm and kind of hold it down, and then with this arm behind his neck, I grab it, and then I kind of connect, and then I try to do the paintbrush, right? I try to paint up. It doesn't work. They modify their mount, or they modify their position and then turn onto their side. So now I have to go in modified mount. And it's like, okay, well, that move, I don't know how to perform, to initiate or to complete. So yeah. So today when I roll, here's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna try to get a triangle choke on my own. That's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna try to just go for a triangle choke. And the next, I'm gonna try to go just for an Americana. I'm really good at staying heavy on these guys. Man, I'll be in side position for a long time, and they're just like, oh man, this guy's so heavy. And I'm like, yes, wear out, man, and then I'm gonna submit you. I'm just laying heavy on them. And yeah, I'm really good at side mount, but a couple of these dudes, when I'm in side mount, they'll grab my leg and they'll twist my leg, and they'll get that shit like all wrapped up. And that hurts, man, if they start squeezing it. So I don't really know how to defend against that yet. But anyways, first strike, pretty happy about it. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens in the future. I will keep, maybe I'll make a separate playlist on just my jiu-jitsu experiences. That'd be pretty cool. So, yeah. If you like this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. My goal for this year is to try to get 1,000 subs and 400 watch hours. So please help me out. Help me reach this goal. I really want to, document my life on YouTube and make some cash. But also, I kind of just like doing it, man. It's almost like a means of a release. Okay. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.